favor. Subscribe to the pod, tap in, buy some merch, leave some comments. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump right into this intro, man.
Yeah.
I got somebody here that, you know what I'm saying, we got some ties together. But let me give him his due diligence, man. Man, the real shooter, all right. Based in Miami, nationwide photographer, videographer, creator, senior broadcast, mass communications major. Also a noob. Also, though, I just found this out last night from Natchez, Mississippi. That's where my folks is from. All my folks from Natchez, man. My grandma, my mom's from Natchez. But we got ties to Alcorn State University.
Yeah.
This gentleman is a dynamic video creator, videographer making waves in the digital and media space with a sharp eye for visuals and deep passion for storytelling. He captures moments that move people from Miami to wherever the next story takes him, which is in Sacramento, California right now.
Yeah.
As a senior broadcast mass communications major, this gentleman had like technical experience with creative visions and producing projects and reels and content that speaks while he's behind the lens about elevating culture, creating legacy, and keeping it 100 on and off camera. The real shooter, again, my TJ, my guy, man, from the yard, man. We got some ties, Natchez, Mississippi family, man.
Let's go.
The bro pulled up in Sac. He been grinding, man. If y'all following this gentleman, man, the last few months for him been crazy. And I've been, I missed him last weekend in LA doing some stuff too, but he's here now. So I'm just like, bro, this is super dope. And thanks for taking time out your day.
Oh, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, man, that intro, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
That,
hey, man, I got to do a due diligence, man. But you've been grinding like I called yesterday, man. You tapped in, bro. Shout out to you, man. We met a few years ago.
Yeah.
You've been grinding. It's really inspired me, too, to keep going with the content, with the pod. And I think, like you said, man, it's just timing. Timing is everything, bro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm glad you're here. And also, I like Natchez, like my mom. So, my mom inside, they grew up down toward Broadmoor out there off Cortina Circle.
Bro, that's crazy. From Broadmoor, right? I stay maybe like 5 minutes from Broadmoor.
Right there, bro. That's like, crazy. No lie, that's still home. My cousin next to this day, man. That's why it's all be my second home. But man, let's just jump into this, even before we get into this businesses that you have right now and how we know social media took off and content. Just overall, bro, experience. We got Alcorn tie.
Right.
So how did I mean, I said Natchez is close though, bro. But how did Alcorn just become a part of your legacy, your imprint, bro?
All right. So when I was 3 months old, man, my granddaddy and my grandma pretty much raised me. Pretty much had me during the weekend. My mama was always working. She was hustling, doing the things that was needed, to provide. Right. So my first football game was when I was 3 months old, and I'm 29 years old now. Right. So within that time span from 3 months all the way until high school, I may have missed maybe 5 games during that entire time span. So when Alcorn had the Indian mascot, way back when, they had Griff as the band director.
Shout out Griff.
Shout out Griff, man, great guy. But just the way that Alcorn was, I grew to love it. I grew for it to be a part of my family, a part of my tradition. And my people was known for the cooking and stuff that they do at the tailgates, right? So we used to give food to the football team, give food to the band, and it happened like that all of my life, right? So when I kind of got to college, I already knew where I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was destined. I knew I wanted to be a part of Sounds of Dynamite marching band. Shout out to SOD. During that time, I became percussion section lead over there. You know what I'm saying? And that was a great thing. We had a pretty huge section, man, a lot of my years, and literally some of the best times of my life, bro. So I would just say coming to Alcorn was more so already ordained, like I already knew that's where I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Of course, parents say audition in other areas just to see, if keep your options open. But true enough, I wanted to go there. I knew where I wanted to go. So going to Alcorn was just like great. So I was there from 2014 to 2018. Shortly after, Alcorn is when I immediately moved to South Florida. And from there, that's another story we're gonna get into. But yeah, man, that's my story.
But that's definitely dope, man. And I mean, as we know, right? That's why people wonder why we go back all the time. Why we go to homecomings.
Yep.
It ain't just for the activities, it's for the relationships, it's for the cookouts.
Yes, bro.
It's for the food.
Yes.
It's to see people we don't see as often. And me from California, right? My auntie went to Valley, uncle in Jack State. I got a twin sister. She went to Alabama A&M. Unfortunately, I said y'all all chose wrong. They all chose wrong. But it's to that environment and love that we got respect for each other, no matter what, during that factor. But the commonalities too, man. The struggles.
Yes.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Ups and downs. People don't realize that, man. It's you got to go through some things, but it's how you come on the other side of that to make you a better person.
Man, that's like a lot of people always asking, when it comes to Alcorn, what do y'all do out there? What is it? One thing I can say, even though we didn't have much as far as like big buildings, all this crazy other stuff that other schools have.
Yep.
the things that I feel like we learned at that school can be carried
everywhere.
Many years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people try to understand the relationship that we have with each other there. And it's just like, it's unexplainable.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, I know it's pretty examples. I was there. Oh, you said you about to be 30. I was there 02 to 06, and like I said, through Katrina, and through different things, man. I mean,
how was that, bro?
And again, I'm blessed. My grandparents are naturally, but however, I'm glad too because they were older back then. So it's like when Katrina hit, it was like, okay, resources, right? Trying to get gas for their car. I'm glad I was able to go there and help them survive through that time. Because who knows?
Right.
But I was there weekends. I'm driving naturally, getting a ride, and I was like, you know, what I mean, but also I stayed in the trailer. My boy's like, you know, California trailer hunt, what?
Yeah.
I stayed in a double wide trailer, 4 rooms, but then no gas.
Yeah.
So you had to figure stuff out. So survival of the fittest. And one thing I will say, people are like, man, how was you able to? I figured a way to be on scholarship, have a work day job. I said, one thing California we're gonna do, we're gonna hustle. So I was able to talk to the right people, still make sure I was on scholarship, but I got to work because I had bills to pay.
Yeah,
so I wanted to eat stuff like that too, make sure that went down. So just having that mentality.
Yeah.
Again, now as an adult life, it's like, man, I went down there and made it. This with y'all, I can juggle 2 or 3 things.
This
and
is
still do
easy.
it.
Yes,
exactly.
This is easy.
Bro.
Like this is nothing.
It's nothing. It's nothing. So don't think that. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Everybody ain't built like us too because they ain't been through that though. That's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah.
So now it's like, nah, we went through that. And then also the waitress, bro. Like I still to this day, man, to my boys, people I went to school with, my classmates, it's just, man, it was just different, bro. Like I said, going through those things and get to walk that stage. But now I've seen everybody being successful or, you know what I'm saying, take care of business and be in their own way, but the support you get from no matter where you at.
Exactly.
Like for me, I went to Dallas this year for the alumni, and I was just like, oh the winter conference, my first one, bro. I'm there the first day, got my table merch set up. I see what you're doing. I appreciate you. Oh, we're gonna buy stuff anyway from you. I've never seen some of the elder alumni.
That's real, bro.
But they was just like, I'm like, dope. So I walk in the building, hey, what up?
Yeah. It's the energy, bro. You got good energy, man. And I would say energy in any room is it's gonna shine, brother. It's gonna shine. And I'm just so grateful to actually be able to sit down with you right now.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? To get on this podcast, bro. Because I've been seeing you do your thing for years, bro. And it's just a great thing to see, bro.
Man, and coming out and back, like I said, we're all coming at the stage, especially. So you were there actually when the middle stage of this social media thing going on.
Yeah.
But you also had a major in communication. First off, I tell, like I said, has my boys graduated a couple days ago. The education of what you basically doing helps you go along to you right now, right? To be able to understand the work that you're doing, how to do it.
Yeah.
But how important was that foundation of education and what you do now? How do they tie together?
So for starters, I would say it's all about the confidence and the communication when you're talking to somebody. It's always about the conversation that you have and to stand affirmative, be strong. So my major was mass communications. And one thing I did learn is how to talk to people, how to read the room, how to adapt in any situation. So a lot of times, even today, I go into phases where kind of nervous before I walk in the room, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying, look in the mirror, tell yourself, like, I don't care who in this room, they gonna remember who I am. You know what I'm saying? And even going back to this weekend, right? I went to the BET Awards. That was a great experience. I would say some of the rooms I was in, many cannot get in those rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like just seeing celebrities that I grew up watching. Now I'm in the same room with these people, right?
Fire.
True enough, this was my very first BET experience, very first BET Awards, but I left my mark.
It won't be your last.
Yeah, it won't be the last, man. You heard that here first. But I will say that a lot of the conversations what I had with a lot of the people, it's gonna stick to me. It's gonna grow on me. I'm a sponge in the room. I'm always a sponge. So I never feel like I'm bigger than the program. I'm not always willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I can say, summarizing that back up, is be confident. Be confident, be strong in what you believe, and go after and get it.
Bro, that's so dope. And keep it. And June is men's mental health month.
Yeah,
I don't care what nobody says. I know women have their time, people have that, but for us, bro, find a purpose. Find the confidence to do what we do, and moving it though 100% is what I pray for everybody to get to. But as young men, we go through the struggles, multitasking, trying to have jobs, hustle. It ain't good for us. It ain't healthy, but it's not stable. But then to find that stability, like, I see you in your area, bro. Like you shining now. I'm like, you take it upon yourself. But also, we met the first time a few years ago. It was just like I was same thing. I was like, this bro's on this shit. Bro on his grind, but also he's doing it the right way. And it's like, bro, it's only gonna go up. And through that time, and I'm like killing. I'm like, bro, I was telling people, I said, man, tap in. And I told you offline, I saw the picture. I said, with the hat on, I said, oh, he put the hat on, the purple background. I said, it was fire, bro. I said, the camera angle. I said, bro, it's just. And to me, again, see somebody else wearing your stuff, didn't have to ask you to put it on. You did that, or vice versa right now. But that's what's really, you know what I'm saying, I think should be held at a high standard. But also, big ups, man, because I know you was killing out there in that area, bro. One thing I do, we always talk about, right? So we know successes get highlighted all the time.
Right.
But also, that time on the yard, because I've had mine too. Any type of struggles you had to where you had to be like, you know what, ooh, man, am I finna do this, or I gotta rethink that? Because give me something like that, because as we know, everybody sees the highlight to shine.
Yeah,
but they don't see that behind the scene, that ground, that failure. Failures to where, like, you know what, now I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah. So I would say when it comes to that, every single day is a different day, and you kind of can't predict how it's gonna go.
Like the weather.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like they could give you a prediction, but that's not 100% accurate. You know what I'm saying? But I will say it's a lot of days where you're gonna question everything that you're doing. You're gonna question, am I doing enough? You're gonna question, am I doing it right? Or you're gonna question, am I doing this with the right people? It's gonna be a lot of different things that I feel like it's always gonna be a forever evolving door. Like it's always gonna be, you don't know. But if you just go in and you just find a way to make the best of it, I would say is what I usually do. So, for example, right, small analogy, right? If I am a camera person, right, which I am, right, videography, right, you give me a room with 4 white walls and you tell me to go in there and you tell me to create something. Now, a lot of times it's going to be a lot of people in that small scenario that's going to fail because they're not going to know what to do. I'm going to find the most creative way possible to make this 4-room with white walls fire. Like, I have to do it. Like, and it's kind of, I would say it's kind of like hard to explain, but you just have to create. Don't let no one or no other thing tell you that it's not possible to create something with absolutely nothing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find a way. Like I'm gonna find a way, and it's gonna happen.
Where does that, bro? Like, you're an artist, you're a creator, but where did that part come from, man? Have you always, some of these audiences early creating, were you writing, were you drawing? Because that mindset, you're out the box to take a room with 4 walls into something.
Yes.
Everybody ain't got that.
Yes. I would say, to be very honest, this goes back to saying, like, being a student at Alcorn State University, because we wasn't given much.
We had to do a lot.
But we came out with a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see many people creating football reels at Alcorn. I didn't see people making recaps of the community events or whatever they had going on in the cafe at 9 o'clock in the morning, or even if you still wanted me to catch the video with Swayze at the Trace way back when it was popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would get up and hustle and go do all of these things, because what I'm trying to do is build experience, for one, build my accolade, and make people know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Swayze. Shout out to Stay Woke. I gotta say that too right now.
Yeah, that's big though too, and I've learned too in this space. You have to physically be present, right?
Yes.
When somebody else, you may be able to get, or want you to come, you'll get that invite, but you to follow through, or you may not get an invite opportunity to go. You need to go, because if you're not physically there, you may miss an opportunity. I've learned that a lot. That's why sometimes sacrifice. I gotta get up. You gotta go do it. You gotta adjust your schedule. All right, I'll be there. I'll get down there, because you just never know, man. And that's definitely what it's about.
Yes.
I'll ask this though. I'll tell everybody. My boys know, people know Alcorn now too, bro. For me, coming from California, and you know it, the game atmosphere. Basketball, football. I mean, when I was little, I went there a couple times too, but then I used to watch it. I'm like, y'all is different. I said, bro, ain't nothing like that. That turn up, the dress up, the everybody talking. I said, I'm playing Alcorn too. I said, these boys got on hard bottoms and slacks.
Yeah.
They dressed up. I was like, bro, y'all got to come visit me. My boys come there. It's like, Jay. I said, bro, it's different.
It's different down there. Like, the band atmosphere. Like, it's like when you hear SOD coming down, like you hear Super Soul. Like, man, it's a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm in South Florida, I've been to some of the games out there, right?
Yeah.
I love them. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the yard.
I will say, I think that's just something that y'all got to come there to experience that.
You have to, bro.
Okay, I see how they get there.
Exactly. And then ain't nothing like the Capital City Classic, Soul Bowl. Ain't nothing like it. When we play Southern, ain't nothing like it. Bro. You know what I'm saying? That first home game, ain't nothing like it. It's kind of like you just have to be there to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I was dope to attend when Prime first got the job too. A couple of my partners here, they went to Jack State too. Some Alcorn people in Sacramento too. I went down there though, and it was just like, I walked in, even the parking lot. But you walk to that first first bowl classic, it was nowhere to sit. But it was just, the energy was it was unmatched. And I've been there hella times.
Yeah.
I said, this one right here, this is wild.
Come on now.
I said, I want everybody, even if you don't just come experience for yourself. Hang out, meet people, watch football, whatever you do, but just get in that environment, bro. So
Exactly.
but you can only get that down there.
Exactly.
You
Can't get that nowhere else.
Can't get that nowhere else.
Shout out to the yard.
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Facts. You transition.
Yeah.
You make it through, bro. You decide what was it? How did you end up like options? Because I mean, a lot of people, as we know, they come from Mississippi, Natchez, some of the places.
Mm-hmm.
They won't leave.
Yeah.
They won't go.
Yeah.
Something had to make you go, opportunity, something like that. Something push.
Transition.
And you didn't go to like, okay, I'm gonna go to Memphis, or people go to Memphis. No, you went to.
Yeah.
That's a big move.
Yeah, it's a big move, right? So now I would say that transitional period was absolutely crazy. Going from Natchez, Mississippi to South Florida, it was a very scary move. I initially went out there to chase a dream, right? And sometimes dreams get altered. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes dreams do come back when it's time for it to come back. But what I will say is that transition was big. Like, of course, just like freshman year getting to senior year, right? When you first go into football as a freshman, you know you basically are the underdog. You know what I'm saying? You are the puppy in the room, whatever. And I like that phrase because I like to be the puppy in the room always. Just like right now this weekend, I was the puppy in the room. So freshman year, white shirt, senior year, section leader. When I moved to Florida, freshman year again, white shirt. You know what I'm saying? Now I've been there going on 5 years. I'm the senior in the room now. A lot of people wonder how do I do it. It's because I'm always sponging anything that I want to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always willing to listen and learn. So now throughout that process, you had this happen, you had that happen. You know what I'm saying? It was not just a magically overnight I'm popping now. No, I had to put the work in. I had to work under people. I had to learn the room. I had to read the room. I had to just gain knowledge, bro. Just not be too cocky, and then also not being too humble at the same time. It's a balance. You got to be in the middle.
And you talk about that. You know, you've been around sports stuff long enough, and even like this, what you do and what we're doing in this space, repetitions, man. You spend a lot of, like to master something, quote unquote. You got to spend 10,000 hours. So I'm sure them days, them nice long editing, shooting.
Yes, bro.
What was the end motivation though through them times? Because then the times where everybody's like, man, I'm done. I'm tired. What kept you going?
What kept me going was always knowing that there was somebody better than me. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody that is doing what I feel like I'm tired. Like, no, it's somebody else that's grinding, that's growing, that's every single day. So what I always say is 1% a day, right? If I could learn 1% of something that I did not know the day before, I feel accomplished for today. For today only. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow it's a reset. I need to lay another brick. You know what I'm saying? If I'm working on building my own foundation, my own housing, my own everything, I have to learn something new every day. So if I don't do that, I failed. Then if I fail, that's not a good thing. And I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I always got to drive. So again, that kind of still triggered from Alcorn, like I said, having late night parties, filming that, but then early mornings, I'm a president at the office, still getting what I got, still got to record that too. So it's like putting them reps in, putting them hours in, putting that time in. Now it's just, it's not hard no more. It's like
you did already.
Yeah, I done built that foundation. You know what I'm saying?
You changed it. You've already put the hours in.
Yes, bro.
That's definitely fire, man.
Yeah.
When does the break? What break happened for you? Feel like you was okay. Now I've not even made it, because I know you'll keep going in bricks, but making it in the field now. Because what was the big opportunity? What came your way that's like, you know what? This is my career now. This is my business now. I'm driving this.
So I would say me creating the group now that I call that is called Real Film House, right?
Shout out to that. I just saw you can have you have support staff or staffing to help do what you do, because you're starting to expand. Shots. I just saw that post too. Super dope. And also you putting other people on, bro.
Yes, bro. So basically, essentially starting that group is more like mentorship, right? So each year you would see a different group of people, because once these people master it, now y'all go on, y'all create y'all flowers, y'all start y'all brand now. And now let me get another freshman set of class to start with them right here, right there. You know what I'm saying? And each year it's me mentoring. This is my way of giving back to the university. This is my way, without no one telling me or showing me to create a group to do this. No, this is something like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And that right there kind of showed me that I have reached a level of good leadership, right? A good way of giving back. The saying is always pass on what you learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing my granddad was big on, is just when you learn something, you pass it on. So that's one thing I try to do nationwide, not even just, you know, specifically Alcorn.
Yeah.
I would just say that is broad anywhere. If anyone want to learn something from me, I'm one call away. Reach out.
That's why you are successful right now.
Yes.
You bless others to be a greater blessing, and now look at you. So
Yes.
shout out to you and shout out to them. I know they soaking it up, but also they learn from somebody who, again, you put the work in, bro.
Yes, bro.
That's definitely fire. Bro, you've been with some dope people. You've been working with some dope people. And then also I would say this multi-talented, different environments, different settings.
Yes.
How much fun is it, man? To
Man.
go from a turn up to a wedding to a football game but it's all, again, the visuals. I'm like, bro, fire visuals, fire accents, like just angles, but also it's high quality. We're like, okay, yeah, that's why that's why he got 1 million some on this. That's why he got 500,000 on this one. How dope is that?
Man, I will say every single day is a different day. Sometimes 99.9% of the times I know it, I don't expect it. You know what I'm saying? It happens, and the saying is beat ready so you don't got to get ready.
Always.
It's like I move in a way to where when whatever you see what I'm doing with this specific person, it looks ordained as if this was supposed to happen like that. And I love the fact that it don't, because it shocks me. So it never lets me, just like right now, being able to sit down with you, bro, this is a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? This is not nothing we planned 2-3 weeks ago.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's perfect. Like it, I love how life. I love how life just lines up. Yeah. Now I will say, sometimes it's a lot of different things that you don't expect in good ways, and sometimes ways that you be like, dang, I wish I had more time to do X, Y, and Z. But the overall excitement is always fun, and it always makes me want to figure out, all right, dang, what's going on today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the celebrities, they are great people, man. Moneybag, Boss Man, Ruby Rose, Diamond the Body, man. Shout out to Diamond the Body, man. Yeah. Right now we on tour for her song In My Pockets. It's a great tour right now. The top of the year we had went to London, bro. We was in London, we was in Spain, and we had the Line It Up tour, and now we are on the tour for In My Pockets, right? So it's a great thing, bro.
Coming from Natchez.
Yes.
You ever think you was being in London?
I would have never thought I've been in London, bro. So we was over there in London. I kid you not. We are walking in the streets downtown, and a guy walked up to me and said, "Yo, bro, can I take a picture with you? I seen you in Moneybag videos." Hey. Mind you, these are people I've never seen these people. You know, I'm from Natchez, bro. Me going to London, I didn't think nobody was gonna know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So going to London, bro, their hospitality was amazing. Their service was amazing, and they took care of us, bro.
That's so.
They took care of us over there.
That's so dope, man.
Yes, bro.
Shout out to you, man. I know you got a lot of work to get into, stuff like that, man. Just appreciate your time. At the end of every segment with any guest, though, bro. So in basketball, we call it triple threat, right? You can dribble, pass, or shoot.
Okay.
But I'll ask all my guests now, just for you personally, for the new ones watching who don't know you, might know you, but give me your personal triple threat. 3 things that you hang your hat on, like either in this business or how you move in life. Your 3 things that kind of like they see. I know that's him. That's
yeah.
That's how you move. Give me your personal triple threat.
All right, my personal triple threat would be something my granddad always tell me. Right, life is good. Life is happy. Life don't owe nobody absolutely nothing. You on God's green earth for a little while. Enjoy it while you can. That statement right there was something that we live by. Something that anytime we get off the phone, he's going to tell you that. All of my friends in the March with Me and the Sounds of Dynamite Marching Band know that he was going to tell them the exact same thing. Now they know that phrase. Shout out to Jason Braggs, one of my closest friends. They tell their kids that.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Man. That's internal too.
Yes,
that's
bro. It's a deep thing. So that's one thing I would say I would love to leave you guys with on that note.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
That's fire,
live it up, bro. Live it up. Stop it. Don't be afraid. Go out there and do it. Never let a creator tell you how to create what you want to create. You know what I'm saying? Take notes from people, but build your own. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to do it. Just don't be afraid. Just get out there and do it, bro.
Fire, man. Let everybody know where they can find you. Hey, y'all can book the man for videos. Your money gotta be right. You got weddings, all that. Money gotta be right. But tell everybody where they can find you, tap into you, inquire, stuff like that too.
All right. So my Instagram is the real TJ, THEREEL. Now a lot of people ask why is it REEL, because I want you to get this stuff in real time. You know what I'm saying? I need you to get it in real time. And so a lot of people question how am I able to get videos back so fast, because the moment I get done shooting it, I'm finna go to the crib and I'm gonna edit this, and then tomorrow you're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a wedding, I don't care if it's a music video, I don't care what it is. You're gonna see it the next day. And that's where the real TJ comes from, guys.
Ain't nobody doing that. Hey, man.
Separate yourself.
Be different, man. It's not easy, but it's necessary.
Yes.
Hey, the real TJ, Coach JT. We in Sacramento. He on the West Coast, baby. I'm gonna hang out with my guy this weekend some kind of way. I'm gonna find out how to tap in with him, man.
Let's do it, brother.
First, we out.
Yes, sir.